What most people do not realize is a huge waste of money. Fit teas. If you want to take a laxative, just take a laxative, no need to disguise it as sipping tea. Funerals are the biggest trip-offs. Wasting food. Working in food and bev has taught me how much we actually throw away on a daily basis. Save the unused remains of vegetables, meat, bottoms of condiment jars, leftovers, and get creative. That shit adds up. Edit. Feel free to post some leftovers recipes or food scrap inspirations in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Storage facilities. 98 times out of 100 you'll end up paying more than the stuff is worth in storage, most of the time a staggering amount more. You are far better off selling your possessions off and buying new on the other side. The exception is 1 month when you're between two houses that are closing. Most of the time you end up with vermin-infested dirty stuff that is worthless. Being out of work due to COVID-19, I've learned that takeout is the biggest waste of money. I've solely been eating food at home since being out of work, and I am genuinely shocked that I've been able to make my money stretch as far as I have. I'm wondering how much I'll be able to save once things go back to normal, if I retain the habits I'm practicing right now. Tobacco. I added it up one day, and it was shocking what I was spending. Ended up quitting on principle alone. Advice I got from my nana: whatever you would have spent on tobacco, put away in savings each week. Some of the best advice I've ever gotten. We can look at this two ways. Everything non-essential is a waste of money. The joy you gain from them is worth every penny. I think most people know when they are wasting money. But they do it anyway because it's convenient, easier, or we just flat out want it. Picking up breakfast/coffee/lunch from a restaurant or something every day adds up quickly. It saves a lot of money to invest in some good coffee and a machine at home, plus pack your breakfast and lunch. If you get good at making food, it can taste just as good too. Subscriptions. Get rid of all of the ones you don't use at least once a week. Going out to eat every damn day. Former personal trainer here, my answer is PTs. 9/10 don't have any idea what they're talking about. The courses to qualify are very basic and largely not very informative, and the majority of PTs also overcharge. I had a mental breakdown working as a PT, watching other PTs incorrectly instruct their clients in exercises like deadlifts and squats time and time again, only for so many of those clients to then come to me for help rehabbing injuries and issues they had developed. Do your research on the PTs you're considering giving money to. Scratch-offs. I've worked in convenience stores and seen people who aren't all that affluent regularly accepting $60, $70 losses in pursuit of that one day where they make an $800 profit. And I can guarantee, with the numbers backing me up, that these people do not turn a profit overall. Microtransactions in most video games. Sad to see people constantly buy lottery tickets, by far. Worst type of gambling with not much payoff. Name brand OTC medications. Medicines like Tylenol and Pepto-Bismol usually have off-brand counterparts that are cheaper and work equivalently well. Pyramid schemes. Bottled water gets my vote. Buying the branded version of everything, especially simpler foods. Most unbranded products have the same or very similar ingredients for a lower price. Men's razors. Even if you're doing the clubs or whatever, still so much cheaper and durable to buy a stainless steel Merkur safety razor and a 100-pack of blades. Bought both together for $45 6 years ago. Haven't come close to using up the pack of blades. Never had a better shave, either, excepting a straight razor shave at a barber shop. Diamonds. If you're regularly, or even occasionally, purchasing 5-Hour Energy, get caffeine pills instead. The difference in price is huge. There are other ingredients, but it is the caffeine that gets the job done. I'd say the same thing to coffee drinkers, but I know there is often more ritual tied to that. Cigarettes. Morning coffee at a coffee shop. In Canada, Tim Hortons is a huge thing. People can go and spend $2.25 2 to 3 times a day sometimes. When you do their math, it really adds up. For many people, gym memberships. Gyms actually rely on people signing up on a whim and barely ever going. Cable TV. Since food was mentioned already, cable TV. Weddings. Reddit awards. Fast fashion, or just as it is called now, fashion. H&M and all clothing stores in the same price range, all OGM, are made from bad quality fabrics and often sewn to break really quickly. They cycle new micro trends every other week and hype it up so that you can buy new clothes every week or so. And the worst part of it is that is a scam. You use so much money, damage the environment and endanger people in fabrics Indonesia just so you can get balloon sleeves one week and tulip sleeves the next on the same fucking dress. Buy better quality and stick with it for years, buy fast fashion and have it for 6 months tops. Fastest I have tried was a shirt I bought, and the fabric fucking just ripped open over my titty, making it unusable. When I tried to make something else out of it, the fabrics fell apart like cheap muslin in my hands. Funerals, weddings, diamonds and diamond rings. Timeshares. Weddings. It averages 30k for one day? Why? 90% of people who say I waste money by eating out too much or buying video games spent 30k on their wedding. Why is a wedding the one event it is socially acceptable and encouraged to spend that much money in one day? I don't get it. Buying cheap stuff. If you buy something of quality it usually lasts longer. Think it's called something like poor man's tax. Big weddings. Have a lot of food and a good photographer, but you otherwise don't need everything else to be so extravagant. Decor is probably what people spend the most on in weddings, from what I understand, and it's only used one time. At least the photos you get to keep forever, and food is food.